gentlemen, welcome back to The Late Show. Thank you, gentlemen, ladies. Folks, I am so happy to say that my next guest tonight is an internationally renowned actor you know from films like Good Will Hunting, Mamma Mia, and Dune. He's also among the world's largest producers of Skarsgards. Please welcome to The Late Show, Stellan Skarsgård.
How do you get the audience like this? I mean, I would have needed that in the theater. Yeah.
You just tell them that Stellan Skarsgård is here, and they just jump to their feet.
They
do it for... They actually do it for a lot of the Skarsgård. This is the first time I've had the honor of having you here, but I've talked to two of your sons, Alexander and Bill, quite a few times. They're always a lot of fun.
They're fun, but you invite them before you invite me, which means they're ahead of me in career and stuff. I'm a sort of a Nepo daddy, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
You might even be based on the women's reaction around here, I think you're a Nepo Zaddy a little bit. Alexander's actually going to be on next week, I think. But anything you want me to tell him? Any message I could send?
Well, he could get me some pickles from the pickle guys.
Some pickles?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get the shopping list going here. So, pickles, anything else?
No, that's. I mean, maybe you can get them and just give it to him on the show.
And he'll bring them home to you?
Yeah, and he'll bring them home.
Okay. Surströmming?
Surströmming, no. You know what that is, surströmming? Oh.
Yes. It's basically rotting fish.
It is rotten fish.
Yes.
And
it's a delicacy, yes?
No, it's not.
Alexander told me it was a delicacy.
Yeah, well, he might like it.
You brought me a treat here. Tell me what I'm looking at here. This is.
This is Swedish licorice.
I love licorice. Now, is this true? This is salt.
Yeah.
This is salt licorice. Okay, because you don't want things to be too sweet.
Well, not too salty either, but that is pretty salty.
I'm pretty licorice. I'm a licorice lover. Which is the most intense?
I don't eat that.
I'll try a little bit. That is salty. That is licorice jerky is what that is. Okay, you are fluent in both English and Swedish, obviously. Are there any phrases in your native Swedish that you wish we had in English?
No, there are words that you don't have, like lagom, for instance.
Lagom?
Lagom, yeah. It's something that is very positive, but it means sort of not too much and not too little. It's very Swedish. So you can have something lagom. It's a lagom temperature. It's not too hot. It's not too cold.
It's extremely medium.
Yeah, extreme. It's extremely medium.
Now, Americans may not know that you were a heartthrob as a teenager. Who is this muscle-bound youth right there? Who's that guy right there? You were famous as a young man.
Yeah, I was 16, so we only had one channel of television in that country.
So it wasn't hard to be the #1 show in your time slot?
It was #1 show.
Screaming Girls. Screaming Girls, really?
Yeah.
Was that good for you? How old were you when the girls were screaming?
16.
Was that good for you at 16?
It was in some ways very good for me. I think, my ego might have been sort of too inflated by it, but I had very reasonable parents, so... So,
did they make sure you didn't get too big or too little, that you stayed lagom?
Lagom.
You stayed lagom?
You got the word!
Okay, I want to talk about the second season of the Star Wars series, Andor, is streaming now. It's great. It's one of the best Star Wars things ever made. Your character, I don't want to give too much away about him. What's your character's name?
Luthen Rael.
It's one of my favorite things ever in the Star Wars universe. In many ways, it's not really even about Star Wars. It's about these characters and what they're doing, what they're willing to sacrifice, their interpersonal relationships. And we have a clip here with you and the character Mon Mothma. What do we need to know about before we see it?
This is, I suppose the clip you have is when I'm feeling that one of her friends is sort of getting weak and he's cracking, and he becomes a potential risk for us.
Among the conspiracy that they have against the Empire.
It's a childhood friend of hers.
Okay.
And I suggest that we should take him out.
Jim?
He told me he'd stay away from Skolden. He's been pestering him since he arrived.
I know.
I warned you from the start.
I just can't believe it. I've known him my whole life.
People fail. That's our curse. What would have happened if I wasn't here? Would you have told me?
I'm meeting him next week. Yes, I would have told you. I'll warn him off. I'll find what it takes. I'll get a number.
You know the number. We'd be vulnerable forever. You need to be protected.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
How nice for you.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. I love the how nice for you.
How nice for you.
How nice for you. I was just speaking with Christine Baranski, who is one of your co-stars in Mamma Mia. And I hope you won't be offended, but she was talking some smack about your dancing. And she encouraged me to ask you to dance at the end of the interview. And I was curious. I was just curious how you would respond. I was curious how you'd respond if I asked you to dance for us.
I thought she was a friend.
Stellan, thank you so much for being here. It was lovely to talk to you. No. Please, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Andor is streaming now on Disney+. Stellan Skarsgård, everybody. We'll be right back.